Yeah, man. So we're just gonna roll right on into it, man. Thanks for coming out to the studio tonight, man, and giving us some time, to let us know about yourself and the music,
Yes, I. So I love to do that.
Um,
It's our vision to do that.
yeah, man.
Motivation.
So um, I heard of you in the past, and I'm just glad to meet you. I've been checking out some of your music, man. Just the inspirational, positive Rastafari all the way,
Right.
And so tell us from the beginning, how did you get into music? Was it some other kind of music, or was it just always culture music?
Yeah. Well, Ayman grew up and born and raised on the Eastern Caribbean island of Dominica.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the music that influences us is all the music that really come out of the Caribbean, because right in the middle of the chain of islands, we get radio stations from Barbados, from Guadeloupe, from Martinique, from Antigua, plus the local radio stations from Dominica, plus what they have in the show on BBC and Voice of America.
Wow.
So enough music was in my time, growing up in the 70s and 80s as a youth. Yeah. I'm gravitated towards Rastafari mostly in my adult life, and stronger towards reggae music. But I grew up on calypso and soca and zouk and reggae music, same way, spooge, all of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And Ayman was a church man, I grew up as a church youth, so I really get my first start in music as a church choir member, Yeah, singing in school and so on.
Back in Dominica, or?
Yes, back in Dominica.
Okay.
Yeah, I migrated to the VI when I was 24 years old.
Okay.
This is exactly 24 years this year.
Oh, really? Okay.
I was back in 1990, 1 year after Hurricane Hugo I came.
Okay. Okay. So you blessed us tonight with the new CD that just came out here.
Yeah. Is it okay? I'm Tafari. Get the copy. Let me show it. Let's see.
Yes. Hold on a second. I got it right here. Stand by.
Yeah, the new CD is called Roots and Lovers. It's my fourth CD, my third CD recorded on St. Croix. We record that CD right here on St. Croix at Dion Hopkins studio called Hold Firm, and we mix it at Backyard Studio by Albert Studio, Backyard Studio. Where I recorded my previous tour, Back to Africa and On My Way. But this one is very brand new. It was released on the 2nd of November this year, which is 2014 we are in right now. So it's very brand new. The copies are just coming on the island right now. So.
Okay. I'm gonna switch over to one of those songs right now. The first one, His Majesty's Palace.
Yes, sir. That's a very special tune. It's about when I walked through King Selassie Palace,
Okay.
2003. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We're just gonna let this play for a few minutes here. Anything else you want to say about this song, man? The inspiration?
Well, this song, I must say, give thanks to the Most High Jah Rastafari for the opportunity to walk in King Selassie Palace, his palace,
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a trip we took to Ethiopia, and while we were there, I was there with a band called Boom Shaka back in the day, Chachi, Shahat. And the president of the country saw our show, what we did, and he said, yo, bring these guys to the palace. So, because our show was all about Rastafari,
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was the most wonderful experience I've ever had in my life, So, here goes the song.
Okay.
10 years later,
Yes.
All right, man. So we're gonna take a quick listen, just for a few minutes. Just hold on. We'll be right back.
This experience must be told. In my head I cannot hold all the history and the mystery before my eyes unfold. I've got to tell it to my friends, the sisters and friends, so they can know the fullness, to stay strong and never bend. Ecstasy this moment brings, make me wanna shout and sing, to see all of those great things that are worthy of a black king. Fire in the soul, joy I can't control, as I'm walking through the walls of His Majesty's palace. Feel it in the air, mystic feeling everywhere, as you're walking through the walls of His Majesty's palace. Memories still remain, they keep coming back again. The royal garments and the rings, His uniforms and bling, we've seen them in the pictures. Now I'm talking cha-cha things. I see the scepter on the ground with diamonds, rubies all around. I'm seeing photos of black kings, long dreadlocks hanging down. But when I see the throne covered with precious stones, I knew that I had met the king I called my own. The sorrow faded everywhere, so who you are is very clear. But in the jar bedroom is where we felt that sudden fear. What a chill in my bone. I'm so glad I'm not alone. As we're walking through the walls of His Majesty's palace. Oh, what a special day. Memories never go away. That day that I walked through the walls of the King's palace. What a joy it brings to see my brethren smiling. Yeah. The priceless gifts that he received from his travels overseas, master craftsmanship and artistry, immaculate beauty. His record book here sitting bold, over 2,000 years old. Our story, our glory, my joy it must be told. Yet they hide it from me, cause we
No.
hail his majesty. But we love him,
I'm
we
saying, did you
adore
play
him,
another song?
but we know he's
You ready?
No, whenever you play it.
Okay, okay.
You're not live yet, huh?
Yeah, we're live right now. Yeah, for sure, man. This is all live right now. This,
Okay.
yeah, they're hearing us right now.
I feel you, okay.
Yes. This is like live right now, man. Yeah, just so you know, we're streaming this right onto the internet right now. So
Okay.
I posted on Facebook already that you're gonna be here. So hopefully, you know, people are looking. You know what I'm saying?
I have a Facebook page. I wish I could.
Yeah, we're friends. So I tagged you, and so your friends should be knowing that you're on here too, man. Yes, sir. So that's how it goes down, you know. Yes, sir, for sure, man. Anyway, man. So we're just gonna just kind of move on here a little bit, man. So once again, thanks for coming to the studio, man. So Rastafari, tell us, you know, what that means to you. How did it come about? How has it sort of guided you as a man now? You know what I'm saying?
And before I even answer this question, I would like to introduce my brother, Tafari. You know, his name is Tafari also too. So
Okay.
he's my brethren and my fellow soldier in the Nyabingi order. We also was members in the EWF together, so he travel around with me when I do my work sometimes also.
Okay.
So we working on good things, you know.
Okay. Positive, man.
Foundation is one of the things we're working on. Anyway, well, Rastafari came to me most when I grew up amongst Rasta youth, you know, because I grew up in the countryside when Rasta was getting very big oppression back in the 70s in Dominica. And I had elder brothers, a couple elder brothers that were Rasta. My father was deep into the system of things at the time too, as a police officer, and later on as a public prosecutor and a judge in the system. So it was really deep affecting us, you know what I'm saying? Because we have brothers in the system, and then there's my father fighting the same war directly against us, you know. So it was like, wow, yeah. So Ayman was kept on the other side of it, you know. I mean, the last thing anybody expected Harry would be a Rasta man, you know, when he grew up, because everybody think I would be a police officer or something on the straight side of things, you know? Yeah, but Ayman ended up when I come St. Thomas. It was a few months later that I enlisted in the U.S. Army, because I really wanted to get education, you know, and the GI Bill enticed me to go in there. So I spent 4 years in there, and while in there I met this Jamaican brother of mine, Steve Granderson, we call him Raga Steve, and he was a DJ for Sugar Mine at Youthman Productions at the time, and he and I ended up becoming friends in the army. And he said, and through that he had a deep love for Rastafari himself, you know. And it influenced me more and more to really check myself and change my diet. And he was influencing me how to do that, you know. Yeah. So by the time I finished that 4 years in the army, I was Rastaman.
Yes.
Yeah. Before my last year cut was a few months before I got out.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I even ended up changing my dog tags eventually to my religion from Catholic to Rastafari on the dog tag.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I still have those tags up.
Okay.
Yes,
So another brethren just shared a story, and you saw some good in it.
Yeah,
and
I knew about the Rasta ways of life, you know, because I grew up on the island where Rasta was already becoming a big thing, you know. But as far as me, as a youth man, as a man, embracing the lifestyle and searching, That is when it really happened. I was an adult already. I was 24 years plus, 28 plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Harry Moore,
Yes, sir.
I know you had to try to Ethiopia to see the King's Palace.
Yes, sir.
What do Kidamawin Price Lassie the first means to you personally?
Well, I have a deep love and affection for King Selassie. Yeah. King Selassie is my soul inspirator. When it comes to my spiritual guidance, it's King Selassie I look forward to. Because in our time in the Western Hemisphere as African slave descendants, King Selassie make more sense to me as a spiritual guide than any other influences that the other religions put on us, you know. Yeah, it comes from from us as slave descendants, Caribbean people, and I grew up as a Bible man with the New Testament and Bible for years. I still read my Bible every day, and it makes sense to me, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. King Selassie make a lot of sense to me, so I follow the King deeply, you know. Yeah. I love it, and I have a big love and affection for him because I read his book closely. I read, and a lot of these things I end up learning about the King too was while I was in the military also too, you know, because I used to get this magazine, this reggae magazine called the Beat magazine, and on the very first page of the magazine, they would always have a speech of King Selassie on there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think well, only thing the King saying it makes sense and it's really wise, you know. Why not follow the King? And then when I really delve into it, I realize.
Yeah, it is right.
That's right.
It is right. Yeah. And so you in the military, you get out and you get more and more into the music and.
Sorry. I started my band as soon as I got out there.
Okay.
I was doing it for a little while and right after that I started my own band.
Okay.
I had a band called Mountain Reggae. The first band I started in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had that for a while. We played a few years while I go to college and going to school. And a little, maybe a few years after that, that was back in 95, 96, 97. I left in 1999 to go to Los Angeles.
Okay.
1988, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I moved to travel, play with Boom Shaka and travel around the world with them.
So is it still the same band now?
No, well right now, no. I have moved back. I spent almost 14 years in the States.
Okay.
Going back and forth to the Caribbean. But I moved back permanently to the VI in 2004.
Okay.
So it's like 10 years now since I've been back around.
Okay.
I done recorded 3 albums here since I came back.
Okay. 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 So what are your travels like, man? You know, like touring and where's some place that you've toured, did touring and stuff?
Yeah, I travel a lot in the world already, give thanks to Jah, you know. And when I traveled with that band out of LA, Boom Shaka, we traveled, that's how I ended up in Ethiopia with them. And we have traveled almost every state in the US. Maybe Alaska and Maine is the only states I haven't seen.
Okay. Okay.
Road travel on
Yes,
in the US, yeah. We've been to Brazil, yeah, and Canada and Venezuela. And I do not move now recently as Harry Moore in Europe, you know. From 2011 I've been to Europe on 3 different tours.
Okay.
And I do Belgium, France, Holland,
Okay.
Germany, yeah.
So who you toured with anybody in particular?
No, well, when I thought he's a promoter from Holland, called Vision, Lorenzo Blessup. He bring up VI artists on Jamaican artists, Caribbean artists to Holland, you know, in the summertime.
Oh, okay.
And I one of those people that-
Okay. So you play like at a stadium or something?
Well,
Okay.
we play at, I stay there like 6 weeks when I go there sometimes.
Okay.
So we end up doing like 10, 11 shows.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Okay, man.
Festivals, and we also do small club shows.
Okay.
It's good vibe, you know, and I'm gonna encourage the VI artists then to look towards Europe when it comes to the roots music, you know. I mean, its roots is okay in California, in the US, and a few places in the East Coast, but in Europe as a whole, they really dig the roots music a lot better.
Okay.
And stronger, like France, Germany, Holland, all of them, they
Okay.
into the roots Rasta music, you know.
Okay. So we right now we're listening to the song right here. It's called "Baby Don't Go."
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the album called Roots and Lovers. So
A little bit of both worlds,
little-
right?
Yeah, man. And this tune there, big up Cleanta, she helped me to write that lyrics there. I'm not
Okay.
really good at writing lovers songs, so sometimes the sisters help me out.
Okay.
Right.
All right, man. So we're gonna take a little listen to that real quick, man.
Yes, sir.
Stand by. Here we go.
I hurt inside, I'm still by your side. Don't go. When are you coming home? For it's the 5th time now this year, I'm gonna be alone. And she said, oh, baby, don't go. When are you coming home? For it's the 5th time now this year,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be be alone. Hey. When are you coming home? As she said. When are you coming home? Listen to me, Empress. Yeah. Me have to go on out the road on this your mission. And when me wonder you alone there on the farm, no one there beside you to keep you warm. Me want you hold your own, want you stand up strong. She said, don't worry, mind me, I'll go hold it down. In the royalist, that's where we get it wrong. Just drive with joy wherever you may roam. I know said that your empress is waiting at home. But bless you, me empress with the confidence. Cause when me out the road, you feel me melt that strength. Yo, I just a part of the natural essence. Deep in your heart, in your conscience. Don't go, when are you coming home? For it's the 5th time now this year I'm gonna be alone. She say, look, oh baby, don't go. When are you coming?
Like to say big up to all the Empress them that hold it down when the man travel. There's nothing we have to travel and go do the most high work. And somebody have to hold it down, take care of the youth them, take care of their family and the house.
Okay.
Bless up all the Empress them who hold down the fort when the king man go home. Go out and do the work. Respect to you, always.
Always, man.
Yeah, man.
Rastafari. So what going on in the Bingy house, Tafari? Anything happening?
Yeah.
Give thanks and praises.
Rastafari.
ISIS. Yeah, well, I know that in our Bingy house steadfast is good over evil every way, so we just maintain the cause of righteousness and keep up the good fight. Love conquer all evil, so universally to all the brethren and sisters of upholding theocracy reign. Steadfast, you know, as yes, victory is sure. I listen Lassie Force, conquering lion. So no, say yeah man, it is good over evil.
Yes, sir.
January 7th we have ISIS coming up again. Ethiopian Nativity, the Ethiopian Christmas. Right now in St. Croix we're gathering in Diamond, Estate Diamond by the Tabernacle in Diamond. A new ground where we just consecrated November 2nd for the coronation ISIS. Yeah, big up the brethren in holding down the Nyabingi house, man like Ras Ayaman, Lejai, the youth Ras Andy. Yeah man, and the sisters them and they use them Ras Tazad, the ancient. Yeah man, we give thanks for their strength and their love said we are steadfast throughout the years. Yeah, all from 1997 when the tabernacle here in St. Croix was consecrated. And I still on the battlefield from that time.
Yes, sir.
Holding the Ayara, cause yeah man, the victory is sure.
That's
Yeah man, so yeah, I could look forward in January 7th. Flyers will be out, we'll call in the community and share the love of the praises of the King of Kings and Empress Menin. Yes, cause it's a balancing narration. It's not just Emperor Haile Selassie the First, but it's also Empress Menin, the King and the Queen. Yes, as it was such in that time, as we talk about Aset and Asar, a balance again. So, yeah man, it's a divine principle. Brethren, hold on to your Empress and Empress hold on to your King, man. One perfect love. Aye.
Rastafari.
Rastafari for sure, man.
You help out Harry Moore on this album, Tafari? You was on you working here on this album?
Well, really and truly, I and Harry Moore tried as spiritual brethren, you know, so it's strength all to strength and reasoning and irits upon irits. Like on the particular new album, you have a song called and I being chant same way.
Yes.
Trading Rastafari way.
Right.
I know, say yeah, spiritually is in the midst, you know.
Right.
The irit is in the midst, so yes, sir.
Man can say same way. Tafari and the Nyabingi other inspired that tune also too. Yeah, because the Nyabingi bit is what we use for the Rastafari bit, you know. That's
Right.
what we ride with. Yeah. Rastafari people will appreciate that tune there. It's a song of praise, you know.
For sure. Tafari.
seen a star so bright. That is why I always try dance and praises, dance and praises to Rastafari. Dance and praises, dance and praises to Rastafari. It teach I love and humble ways, so he's worthy to be praised. That is why I always give the praises to Rastafari.
Rastafari.
Mansions, many houses, one Rastafari.
Heal him, man.
Many mansions, many houses, one Rastafari. For this is our way of life. Is Jah who heal our pain and strife. That is why I always give the praises to Rastafari. I will always give the praises to Rastafari. I will always give the praises to Rastafari. For he is the King of Kings, and he teaches everything. That is why I always give the praises to Rastafari. It is good to give thanks and praise unto the Most High Jah, for His truth is everlasting, and His mercy endureth for aye. Jah Rastafari.
Harry
Yes,
Mo was in the
sir.
studio tonight, man. Thanks for the live music, you know? For sure, man. This next tune right here is Rastafari First.
Yeah, that's from my first album, Runaway Slave.
Okay.
That album I recorded in Los Angeles right after we finished touring Ethiopia. I was in LA at the time still, and my
Okay.
member Sonny Van helped me record that album there, yeah.
Okay.
God bless
I was a young Rastafari coming up at the time, you know, just finding Rastafari in my heart. So.
Yes.
Do Jah work Rastafari first. My head is clear and I'll hold it high. My love for Jah that could never die. So I do Jah work Rastafari first. I see your work, yes, I see your deeds. Don't like to give, but love to receive. Jah fire you go feel soon if you don't heal. Deceive your way to your wants and your needs. Some people say that you come from bad breed. I hate to think the worst, but maybe it's a curse. Bad vibe that you disperse. But who God bless, no one curse. Seeds of love and joy I disperse. As I do Jah work Rastafari first. Jah is my light and my foundation. Rumors and lies can take my reputation. Do Jah work Rastafari first. Unfaithful servant, please don't bother me. My help and strength I get from the Almighty. Do Jah work lose your faith, don't care what next guy say. They say they know me, know my history. You know my kind's just another sad story. I'm sorry that you're wrong, I am a faithful son. God bless like Solomon. God bless, no one curse. No, I don't brag, don't have no need to boast as I. Rastafari first. Your foolish work will bring your kingdom down. I love Jah, he sure alright with wisdom. Jah work Rastafari first. I see you come, I would be treated with laughter, because I know it's my life that you after. Jah work Rastafari first. Foundation is in the holy mountain. Jah is in love with the gates of Zion, and all the dwelling places of Jacob. You will glorious things that have been spoken of the city of Jacob. I make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know that. They come to Ethiopia, this man was born. Also Zion, it shall be said he was born in there. God bless. That I'm not the worst as I. With rapture, I turn them back and read another chapter. Set the trap for me to stumble, but I won't fumble. Jah will keep me humble. Jah will Rastafari first. I were you here, I would turn around. I seek your light, prepare for his kingdom. I do Jah work it till I see I first.
Harry Mo's in the studio. Tafari's in the studio tonight too, man. Blessing us with the live music. Got another tune here, man. Babylon Dread, you know?
Yeah. Song Babylon Dread is about living in America, you know. Reality really hit me when I went to the US and realized, you know what, it's not always like what you think it is when you see it on TV, you know. Because you really have to come in Babylon, in America, and work hard and make your way through things, you know. Yeah, and especially when I was going through college and money was tight coming in and I had a little daughter coming up. It was really hitting me hard, yo, man, how am I going to survive this thing, you know? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Babylon Dread, man.
Babylon Dread. It can be rough in the city.
That time I was in Los Angeles, yeah. Rough in LA.
Make I survive this tragedy. The situation dread. In my pocket got no money. In my world there's a deepest economy. It's only pain and misery. How can we stand it, Lord? Just tell me, how can we face it? Living a life in the city where there's no pity. Trying to hold my liberty. Everyone wants to be the winner, so them don't care who they run over. Just like crabs in a barrel, they hold you back. Obstacles and stumbling blocks. Everyone wants to get paid, so let them so to get a raise. But I'm on now, get caught in this your hustling. I'm coming tame, I'm coming clean. I'm singing Babylon Day. I over the country. Make I survive this misery. The situation's great. In my pocket got no money. In the whole world there's a deepest economy. It's only pain and misery. They left me out of I'm a bride. Don't really wanna be no bride. By day and by night I must study hard. Trying to make me want to try. But I refuse to be exploited. Babylon system and decay. Hustlers and future opportunists trying to take a piece of you. Long to my head, that's all. And talk with bracket rock until the working man is broke. Singing
Babylon trade. Can be rough in this as even trade.
It's only Jah and the things that he do for we make we survive the strategy. The situation's
In every bank we got no money.
in our world just a depressed economy. It's only pain and misery.
Shaka man a drum. Let's Tafari and do that. And do that.
Is there a hope?
Not tomorrow. Is it really gonna end?
Will we ever get the rewards
That we deserve those who have slaved and been soft served.
But then we talk about
Education. Tell me how we going to pay.
some will slave it and try yet them still a cry. Student loan running the brand. Don't even wanna mention healthcare.
It's getting higher every day.
One trend say
He now go pump on his hands on his. He go in a yard, go plant some trees.
singing Babylon.
Hey, it can be rough in necessity.
Jah and the things that he do for I make I survive this big life.
The situation's way.
Pocket got no money. In my world there's a depressed economy.
In a misery, man.
The situation's
Harry Moore's in the studio tonight. Tafari.
Yes, sir.
We got the music on the digital music. We got the live music all at the same time, man.
It's your perspective, people.
That's it right there, man.
You're just the vessel. Passing your perspective through, you know?
Yeah. Let me ask you. There's a couple songs I see here you did with Army.
Yes, sir. On
Yeah,
this
I got-
album On My Way, I did a tune with Army called Creator.
Yeah, I got that right
Yeah,
here.
man. Army is one of my favorite VI artists. Very silky voice, very good artist, very nice singer. Right? Very poetic lyrics also too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Army is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Okay.
I was very blessed to have him on this album. Yeah.
Okay. We got to link him up soon.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So this was recorded here in St. Croix or away?
Yeah, I recorded that tune right there in Backyard Studio on right in Princess.
Okay.
Yeah, I used Backyard Studio the last 3 albums I did in there.
Okay.
Me and Al Baptist sit down in there and
Okay.
do all the mixing and recording. The last album I recorded with Dion Hopkins, and I man must say big up yourself, Dion. Look out for more music coming from Whole Firm Studios. Yeah, Dion have a good production system going right now.
Okay.
The old drummer for Midnight, and now we're doing production. So
Okay. Okay.
that's good. Yeah. Say again.
You gotta hit your mic too.
What record label are you using?
Well, I man have my own label. I have a record label. I call it Yellow Hill Music.
Yellow Hill.
Yeah, man. Yellow Hill come from the name Mon John, which is Mon John is a French name for the little village I live in.
Okay.
It's Yellow Hill, or Yellow Mountain.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How is the reception outside of St. Croix and the...
Well, I man must say give thanks to the Most High because I'm even considering going back and doing the music full time again. Because of the little success I've had and the little bit of appreciation people have shown me for the music out there in the world. So we're looking to go and do things on a bigger level and actually take it out there, town to town, city to city, country to country.
Yes,
state,
sir.
you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and do this not just to like it's supposed to be done.
Yeah. Coming up, man. Who did you listen to when it came to music? Who were some of your inspirations?
Growing up, when it comes reggae music wise, is the popular artists them from back in the day. But and my influence them really is the 80s and 70s artists them. You know, with Bob Marley and the Wailers, Tosh, you know, Bonnie Wailer,
Okay.
Jacob
Okay.
Miller and them man, Jimmy Cliff. I love Jimmy Cliff a lot. Toots on the metals. I used to listen to Toots plenty. And the other bands like Aswan and them man come. I also have a brethren named Nasio Fountain, who is also one of the
Yes, sir.
my biggest influence too.
Okay.
I roots artist, man. I love roots reggae music. As a DJ too, I used to DJ, so anything else Rasta music, I would.
You would deal with,
yeah,
yeah.
man, for real.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And the PII man, obviously like Midnight, I like Army, Danny I. You know, all them roots artists, I love them. You know, that's the real same way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I love it, yeah, man.
for sure.
What's this consciousness you're dealing with? I'm gonna have an air for you, you know?
All right.
Yeah.
The guitar, Harry. How
Yes,
long
sir.
you been playing the guitar? Well, who influenced you
Guitar
to
is not
play?
really my instrument, you know. I really grew up as a keyboardist, you know,
Oh, okay.
playing piano and trying to do organ and so. And when I was in Los Angeles, I had so much time because we played music full time. So when we off days, I decided I'm going to learn the guitar. You know, and we had a guitar in the house.
Okay.
And I spent a month. Every morning I get up, I spend 2 hours in it, 2 hours in it. And next thing you know, I'm learning Bob Marley songs. You know, I just kept going. Man.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I didn't want to give it because I really wanted to perform with the guitar, you know,
Uh-huh.
and leave the piano all on for a little while.
Okay,
So I really
okay.
went into it deep. Yeah.
So you,
Now I've been playing it for about 10 plus years now. So
okay, so now you're recording now
yeah, man.
in both guitar and
yeah,
the
man.
and the
And then when I perform mostly now, I use the guitar.
okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, man.
Are you getting you working with the youth? Are you teaching any youth any?
Yeah, man. That's always part of. That's what I man really was a school teacher. My very first job after high school was to be a school teacher, and I still think it's my favorite thing to do is to teach. You know, so I teach every opportunity I get to teach.
Okay.
Yeah. Every time I get to teach a brethren something, I take it something. Yeah.
To
Yes,
teach,
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And we also spend time in the schools here too. Tafari is one of the leaders in that, where we go to the school and
Okay.
show them Rastafari culture and what we're dealing with.
Okay.
All right.
They will love it a lot too and appreciate it, you know. So
Yeah.
it's something we want to really keep up, you know, to make sure that them know that there's another side of the culture, you know, of life, you know. You can always choose Rastafari way and choose a very beautiful lifestyle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Healthy lifestyle, saving, you know.
Yeah, this song right here, Harry Moe, is St. Croix Rock.
St. Croix Rock, yes, sir. That was on the second album called Back to Africa. That album, that rhythm there comes from I Grade, from TP.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Standing firm on a strong foundation, that's how you hold your ground. You know your history and you've got your sound, oh St. Croix. Now your children, they can't be pushed around. Still they come with their violent opposition and mediocre minds. But oh great spirit, you hold your position. Don't know who ruled the time. St. Croix Rock. Don't never let them hold you. No, no. St. Croix Rock. Just as you speak the truth, they say you are rebel youth. St. Croix Rock. Seek your independence. St. Croix Rock. Just like your music gives you strength and break down every fence. Culture people, you're proud and you're free. Won't rule your destiny. A jobless island, field of fertile land, feeding the community. But buy and sell agent, they come from all about. Want cut and sell you out. Yo. They only want to earn. We marry fire burn. St. Croix Rock. We not afraid to rebel. St. Croix Rock. It's in the bass, it's in the treble. We won't be honorable. St. Croix Rock. Yes. We want the reparations, yeah. You know why? We want things to be right for future generations. Of future generations. In this generation.
Yeah, I like this tune right here,
Yeah,
man.
for real.
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
When I first come to the VI, I always get the impression St. Croix getting the shot under the stick, you know. I lived in St. Thomas for a long time, and St. Thomas is the first place I really come in.
Right.
When I first come into the VI back in the 90s. But when I first reach on St. Croix, and I think, wow, this is a very beautiful piece of land, and Rastafari culture, and reggae music playing, and the art here, and I think, what, I gotta come and live on this piece of land, man. Yeah. So it's just the Rastafari culture really influenced me here, because there's enough ones here that check for the king, you know?
Yes.
That
Okay.
gives you strength as a man, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So
I really feel you wish a more man would check for the spiritual side of the life, you know? And come to when we do our bingy and our ISIS, and come through, man, and give it strength, man. But no one's don't really pushed it for the spiritual side. But this is the nicer side of the lifestyle. The
Right.
spiritual side.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's where the humility comes from, you know?
St. Croix
We were
Rock,
spirit
man.
first before we came flesh. So
Yes, sir.
that's the aeration of all the fullness of it. So Tafari, he tell me that I have been through the school. So tell me a little bit about that now.
Well, yes, I first year earlier this year, around February month, with the Black History month, and I went through elementary school, the junior high schools as well, or 9 schools, uh, giving the students roots and culture, remind them of where they come from, who they are, the theology of Sankofa. It is I and I right to return and retrieve I and I past and to know our history. That's our right. In order for us to know ourselves and to know where we're going in the future. And the Sankofa bird have the head pointing backward in the past to retrieve its history. And in its beak it has an egg, which is the symbolization of the generation coming. So really, this is I and I purpose to go in the schools, is to remind the students of who they are, that they don't lose their identity of self, especially now in the 21st century when things is at a pace right now where society is pulling the youths them far away from self and from earth, from nature, and taking them deep into the other realms of society where you kind of lose yourself, your identity.
Yeah.
And this is the duty of the Rasta man and the Rasta woman, is to let the children and people know that your roots, who you be, Ethiopian, can't change your complexion of your skin. Neither can the leopard change his stats, neither.
That's it right there,
So
man.
we are who we are. We have to embrace our culture and love who we are and love the liberty that we live. And good things will come forward. I like to big up my brethren also, Rasbach and Sister Aima, who also is EWF members and also members in the Nyabingi house, and also roots reggae artists here out of the VI as well. We're blessed to be around good brethren and sisters. We're blessed even in this time here with all the catastrophe and chaos that's happened, that the grace and the love and the mercy of the Father is amongst I and I.
Yes, sir.
That we all can feel it. The power of the Spirit of the Most High. And I continue to ask the Father to give us patience and tolerance with each other. Because the Father I know is perfect. Yes. You look into the speeches of His Majesty, the example that He has set, we see and find no faults in Him. So, iration, my message is for the item to embrace the King of Kings, to look into the speeches and what the King is about, because we don't have to wonder. We have to just go and open up the pages of history and the truth will be revealed, because the Rastaman way of life and culture has influenced all cultures all over the world. All cultures.
Yeah.
The Rastafari way of liberty have spread love throughout all culture, that now a remnant from all nations come on to the King of Kings.
Yes, sir.
So this is one of the greatest things I've seen in the 20th century, the movement of Rastafari, which is really an ancient Ethiopian thing. This is not a Caribbean thing, nor a Jamaican thing. It is ancient Ethiopia from the beginning of time.
Yes, sir.
And the coronation of the King of Kings and the Queen of Queens, Empress Menen and Emperor Haile Selassie I was like the I birth again of Rastafari. Yeah, we didn't create ourselves. The Almighty created I and I. Yeah, so give thanks.
You have to honor and respect the work, you know? Yeah, whether it's just a musical mission or your mission is just to be a counselor, you have to take the work seriously. Yeah. Because it's a terrible time we're in, always, you know. We, especially as black people in the Western Hemisphere, are transplanted people. We have to look out for each other, man, and we don't do that enough, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we do not do that enough. Look out for each other and respect each other enough.
Yeah. So you're telling me 8. So I'm assuming that 8 is this song here.
Easy Youth Man is the name of this song. Yes, sir.
Okay, here it is right
That
here.
song dedicated to the youth man, them, to the young ones of the Caribbean, to the young ones of the VI. Because we know a lot of violence taking over the youth man them in the Caribbean. All them islands have problems with
Right.
the youth man them. Yeah. And I just want to tell them, yo, you can choose a different way of life.
Definitely.
Yeah,
you know?
Rastafari way of life is a peaceful and righteous way of life.
Humble.
You will live a long life if you choose Rastafari way of life as a youth man. Yeah. Very pleasant life too. Learn an instrument, learn a skill. Do something like that. But the way of life, nothing can inherit you, man. Your hair never stop. Nobody can do anything, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, this is easy, man. We're
Yes,
just
sir.
gonna take a listen
Yeah,
right
man,
here.
for real. Give thanks.
Yes, sir.
Easy youth man, settle down youth man. It seems you've lost your way. Why you gone so bad today? I get rough, one get tough, and this enough. Is that enough to lose your humble way?
Ian Hopkins and drugs, yeah.
Then get your life away.
Lion.
Please know that
Bass, yeah.
Rastafari way is the way of life. Rastafari never fail. Rastafari way is the way of life. Rastafari never fail. Please don't get caught in foolish words and frivolous actions. Cause them the kind of life, my boy, it's only a fatal attraction. God don't bless you, they can take from you, not divide you like a fraction. Come trot with fire love. Come trot the road of satisfaction. Cause Rastafari way is the way of life. Jah Rastafari never fails. Yeah. Rastafari way is the way of life. Rastafari never fails. Pull yourself, youth man. Settle yourself, youth man. Hey. In this your time, youth man, you have to know. Up there wickedness and a bad vibes are flow. How about them seeds you have the day if you watch them grow? As such I set it, yo, so it have to go. Can't let the boy come devil up your head. Can't let them come feed you with them poison bread. Come trot the road of the righteous one instead. Come hail the king, hear the words that he said. Rastafari way is the way of life. Rastafari never fail. Rastafari way is the way of life. Rastafari never fail.
Harry Mo, we got a song on here called Natural High.
Yes, sir. Natural High, that song Back to Africa. Yeah. I did that song with an artist from here also, Volcano.
Volcano,
Lava,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fire Lava. Yes, sir. I man always like to sing about the herb, and that's song about, you know, the natural high doing the music. Because it does enhance the meditation of the music, you know?
Yes.
sir.
Yeah, on the new album also there's one called Feeling High.
Feeling high on the new one?
Yeah,
Okay.
man,
Let me
Good music.
feeling high. Okay.
See we day up on the mountain top, just a musical
I'll be number 6 on the
vibe.
bill.
Yeah, I got it right here.
It's little reggae and some groovy pop, just like the cream of the crop.
Natural
Stay
high
on
vibes.
top, eh? See we day up on the natural high, Rastafari vibe we are right. It's little reggae and some groovy pop, just like the cream of the crop. Straight from the top of the
Fresh Virgin Island mountain. See the good vibes are flowing, coming like a fountain. Lyrics it a drop like rain. The music hit you in your heart, you never feel no pain.
From the peaks right down to the plains, They're gonna take you on the ride, won't you jump on the train? Want you to know we're not insane. I just some good high grade vibes around in how we break day. See we there and now we from the top. That's the musical vibe we are proud. I lick the reggae with some groovy pop. Just like the cream of the crop, it's coming straight from the top. Say, see we there and now we natural high.
That's another high grade rhythm too.
Yes, sir.
I lick the reggae and some groovy pop. Just like the cream of the crop, straight from the top. Say,
On the mountain tops, that's where you can find me now. Kick back, relax, and let them talk and obey. Meditating on His Majesty, on the goodness He has done for me. Wow. I'm a naturalist, I got to hold my natural vibes. It's a struggle out there on this physical 9 to 5. And I know I got to keep my son alive. Wow, y'all know how I try.
a musical campaign. The vibes is so sweet, it coming like a sugar cane. Right now we coming down your lane. Bubble it up, bubble like a glass of champagne. They want we come back again. Culture vibes fill the air, so nobody not complain. We educate and entertain. To elevate the youth their mind, and that of you we aim. See we there on that we mountain top. A musical vibe we are proud. A little reggae with some groovy pop. Just like the cream of the crop, we straight from the top. Hey. See we there on that we natural high. Rastafari flag we are flyer. Little reggae and some groovy pop. Just like the cream of the crop, straight from the top.
I don't really listen to my music very much.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
listen to a lot of talk shows and I listen to other artist stuff.
Okay.
So now I listen to this music, bringing me memories. For real, for real.
Make all the people in the city start rejoice. Hail Rastafari,
You
you
might
must
be
have
first,
praise.
guys.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, tell them all them try. Your Rasta music make the youths them rise. Well, make the music, it's international. Oh, don't get dramatic hard. Rastafari, teach the nation. He's the healing of the nation. Wow.
You see we there and that we natural high. Just some musical vibe we are trying. Just little reggae and some groovy pop. Just like the cream of the crop, it's coming straight from the top. You see we there and that we natural high. Rastafari flag we are flying. A little reggae and some groovy pop. Just like the cream of the crop, it's coming straight from the top.
Yeah, you know,
On the natural high.
yeah, my son is the larger.
So we're gonna So what's next for Harry Mo, man, as you move into the future and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, well, I'm making plans for the future, as we all do. It's hard to make things happen as much as we plan. It's the most I make things happen. So,
Yes, sir.
but I really just released this new album, so I really look in the mode of promoting it and letting the world know about it and seeing how we can spread the music. We're planning some stuff to do some CD release here, a little show on the band, and maybe bring in a couple artists with us.
Right.
And also we're planning to go and do some work in the United States this coming year, 2015.
Okay.
And travel around the US and do some promotional work and do some show. We have some people we're working with and organizing us for. So it's the most I blessing it, so we just be foot soldiers, Yeah.
What's the name of the band, Harry?
I'm just working for band on St. Croix, we call it Reggae All Stars. St. Croix Reggae All Stars. STX RAS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when I travel to Europe, they already have a band there and learn the music, so we just perform with them,
Oh,
Okay.
They usually do us really good.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
sir.
So this right here is Feeling High, man.
High,
Off the-
yeah, man. The feeling of the natural high when you're on St. Croix Island, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Listen to the lyrics. Yeah, you wake up in the morning and there's nothing in the house. Speeding down west trying to see what I find.
Early morning, cross not even the dust. In the house on Saturday. Oh gosh, I got to find my farmer friend. Got to cool my nerves right away. Rolling down west in a haste. Melvin Evans Highway. Blessed morning, I trend. What's at the pharmacy today? He says, I got your crib, I got your size, I got the best. Straight north from the west. Don't need to stress, don't you panic, yo. It's organic. Here, take a look quick. And now my head is hearing the music. And now I'm getting high.
St. Croix homegrown gappy.
Euphoric feeling so nice. Rolling down Pinberry feeling nice. Sometimes I take a ride, fly high on the iron bird. Rocky Mountain, my life city, natural high, mark my word. I've got a friend in my Trini, always set the best for me. Just like when Amsterdam give me pure indica.
TSC.
Hey, wait a minute, we got to reach California. A special great grown with love. Got me relaxed and proper. And now I'm feeling high. California love
high grade.
so nice.
Yeah, man.
Just like Rocky
I
Mountain.
feel glad to be living in a time where we're starting to realize the truth about the herb that has been persecuted and demonized for so long, you know. And I'm a strong advocate for the legalization of herb and the freeing up of people that are in prison for herb, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because herb is the best medicinal plant there ever was, is the ganja plant, the cannabis plant. I mean, it's just now they come with all kinds of things that Babylon and them knew all the time, man.
Yeah.
The magnificent properties of this plant, man.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing here in St. Croix, man. Just totally
Yeah,
free.
man, doesn't let people be, man, because it's just so silly for us to be knowing all this truth and watching people under the same U.S. flag making all these millions of
Pocket
dollars and
from it.
millions of dollars, and we still imprisoning our youth them over that, you know. So everybody destroying people's lives, while other people living prosperously.
Yes.
It really confuses me. It doesn't make sense to me at all, man.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be flying the same flag if we're under the same rule. And I'm saying, yo, I don't understand it.
What's another song that you
I would
wanna?
like to play that song for them, number 5 on the new album, yeah. Yeah, the one right before that song there. Go
Okay.
Far Away, yeah.
Go Far Away. Okay,
Yes,
I
sir.
got it right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Our guest tonight is Harry Mo and Tafari, man. Thanks for coming out to the High Tech Low Tech Studio, man.
Yes, sir.
Just got a few more minutes on. I like this song right here, man.
Yes, sir. In this Caribbean sea, how long them Apple people say this almighty.
So, how long does it take you to put a song like that together, man? Is it like days, hours, or like
Well,
weeks?
So what I do, most of the time I want to write, I go to the nature, you know. I go up on Blue Mountain and hide up under a tree somewhere, pack up. Or I go to the beach and
Okay.
isolate myself, you know, and
Yeah.
so I can be in
Get
tune
your
with the
thoughts
nature.
straight.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Okay.
But I find it much easier to write when I am hearing the sounds of nature in my head, you know, the wind and the birds and the sea. and
Okay.
whatever it is.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
just the most I send in the thoughts and we putting it together, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, this next song is "Go Far Away."
Yes, I, for real. That is the most high bless us with for music, and that music has given us the opportunity to take it far away and all kind of places we never thought we would ever go. It's all because God blessed us with some musical talent, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite songs on the album.
How many songs on the album?
This current album have 13 songs.
13?
Yeah.
I usually do 13. My first album had 14, but the other 3 have 13.
Okay.
This one had 14 songs. Has blessed us with this musical sound. And we're going to spread it the world around.
The Most High Jah has blessed us with this music. We love to use it when we glorify His name. Not for money, not for glory, not for fame, but for the truth and righteousness. We'll always acclaim. We make the music and we make it for the people. Inspire them a little help along the way. So we stay humble, we stay meek, and we pray. Because the Most High bless, no matter what we can say, and we'll go far away. We've got sounds that we place. The Most High bless with His way. We watch the people swing to the rhythms that we play, and we're taking it high as we reach for the sky,
The righteous.
sound amplified, and watch the people rock to the music that we drop. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, Shay, let's up yourself. Yo, Shay, the owner of Vegan Haven. He played the horns on the album. Very good saxophone player.
We love to take it deep into the country.
Sherry's King, large up.
Peaceful riding through the countryside.
That's right. I meant to ask you. We'll talk about
We know it is a blessing. You hear it in our pride, in all the rhythms that we ride. And when we reach the venues of the city, concrete jungle of vibrations very high. Like a shiver, you can feel it in the air. Oh yes, they're ready. The people make it very clear. That's why we go far away with songs that we blaze. Jah Most High, bless with this way. You hear the masses shout. They love the words from our mouth, and we're taking it high as we won't be denied, and we'll never backslide because Jah love to see all the love and harmony. Yeah, yeah.
Some flying on guitar. Let's up top this.
Yes, I.
All right, love. Bongos, who will Birch Brown on drums.
We are chosen on this mission and we are ready.
When we record this whole tune, all of it on Central.
Okay.
To be done. Disturbance,
Look,
distortion,
Eric on
and
bass, yeah.
destruction.
On that bass.
Oh yes, they're coming. Mission, we got
Then
to
let's
make them
pass it.
down. Stay serious, stay focused, don't be nervous. Let the music take you to a higher ground. Keep it conscious, keep it clean, and keep it glorious. Because we done already win. Hear the wicked grumbling as we go far away. With Jah songs that we bless. The Most High bless with His way. And we love it all the while when we see the people smile. And we're taking it high as we reach for the sky. The righteous soul amplified. We hear the people crying, who am I to deny? And we go far away with Jah songs that we blaze. The Most High bless with His way. And we hear the people sing, they love the message that we bring as we're taking it high.
Yeah, I like that one too, man. That's another.
Yes,
I gotta get my 3 or 4 in one CD only.
Yeah,
and that's
okay.
it. Just hit the repeat button, you know.
Yeah.
People rejoice.
Yeah.
Far away.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Harry Moore and Tafari in the studio tonight, man. Moving forward, I just want to say thank you for coming out to the studio, man. Is there anything that you want to say? Anything you want to, promote? Give us your email,
Yes, sir.
your website, any of that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm on, yeah, just like to say, I am on Facebook. And that is where mostly I do my correspondence with people on the internet. I have email and so on, but my CDs, all 4 of them are on iTunes and on
Yeah.
cdbaby.com is where I usually use.
CD Baby? Okay.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
on there and on iTunes. So
Okay.
look me up, man. Link me up on the internet. We'll be friends. I always like to correspond with people and same conscious vibes, artists, fans, whoever it is, I'd like to say bless up for all the man them and the artists them that helped me on this CD. All the musicians them helped me. I hate to start calling names because I always forget names when I start calling
Yes,
names.
sir.
Yeah. But I had a lot of good help on that album there, and I'd like to say special thanks to Al Baptiste and to Dion Hopkins who helped me big time in the production.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And right now the album is available on St. Croix. It's at Rhythms Store down in Christiansted, and it's also at Gomez Store down right close to Central High School.
Right across from Central, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can also get copies from me or online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But look me up on the internet, man. Just look up Harry Moore. I have some stuff I did on YouTube, a lot of good videos. For those of you who don't know about my work, you can check it out and see. Yeah.
Okay.
And we look forward to bringing the work constantly and keeping it conscious all the time for you.
Okay. Okay. Tafari, man, any last words, man? Any blessings that you want to share?
Yeah, well, I like to tell the VI artists to keep up the good works, keep it roots and culture, because the message is reaching very far, and the song and the message is being overstood. As we see how the consciousness of the people is rising. So keep up the good work as you're being effective. And yes, man, all the Rasta man, them Rastafari sistrings out there, keep your head up high and yes, chant your psalms, do good and live. Yeah, that which you do, it comes right around to the eye, you know. So do good, and good will follow the eye.
For sure, man.
Give thanks again for having I and I.
Rastafari.
And we look forward to coming again.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Right,
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, we're gonna end the show with the Rastafari chant. You know, that's how it goes, man.
Yes.
And so, Soup, man, any final words, man?
Again, I want to thank Harimo and Tafari for blessing us with the present, for coming through, and Rastafari live, one perfect love.
Yeah, man. We like to say one perfect love is our prayers and His blessings equals one perfect love, man. That's how it goes for sure, you know. All right, Harry Mo, Tafari, thanks for coming out to the studio tonight, man. This is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll be back again tomorrow night. Got another guest. Actually, it's Gary James. He started his bi-weekly segment on the show here. Well, Harry Mo and Tafari, man, thanks for blessing the studio, man. You know, and for sure, your friends, family, and you know, you'll be back coming on here again as soon as possible.
For real, man, no problem.
Yes, sir.
I'll
For sure.
introduce some people to you guys because it's a very good work you guys doing.
Yes, man.
And I'd like to say thanks for the opportunity
Oh.
to introduce myself and my work.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, for sure, man.
Bless up Tafari for coming.
That's how it goes down, man. Nothing but love in the studio tonight, man. Always love in the studio, man. That's the only way it goes, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, we out, man. Soup. We'll be back tomorrow night for sure.
Rastafari.
Rastafari lives.
Good work.